Donald Trump is having one this morning. He is making post after post after post threatening to revoke the broadcast license of CBS because he refused to appear for an interview on CBS, and they said that during their interview with Vice President Kamala Harris. Now, this follows Donald Trump threatening to revoke the broadcast license of ABC, and he says that ABC was very mean to him during the last debate where he lost to Vice President Kamala Harris, and that follows Donald Trump threatening to revoke licenses of Google, MSNBC, and any entity that he thinks treats him meanly. Here's what he's been posting this morning, and I'm just going to show you a sample of it because I'm not going to go this whole video showing you all of these posts, but here they are. The fraud committed by 60 Minutes and CBS, together with the Democrat Party, is the single biggest scandal in broadcast history. Then he writes, 60 Minutes is a major part of the news organization of CBS, which has just created the greatest fraud in broadcast history. CBS should lose its license and should be bid out to the highest bidder, as should all other broadcast licenses, because they are just as corrupt as CBS and maybe even worse. Again, another post here. He goes, a giant fake news scam by CBS in 60 Minutes. Her real answer was crazy or dumb. So they actually replaced it, random words are capitalized, with another answer in order to save her, or at least make her look better. A fake news scam, which is totally illegal. Take away the CBS license. Election interference. She is a moron, and the fake news media wants to hide that fact. An unprecedented scandal. The Dems got them to do this and should be forced to concede the election. Wow. The Democrats should be forced to concede the election. This is how you know Donald Trump knows that he's going to lose big. Democrats should concede the election because you say that CBS was unfair to you, because you refused to do an interview with them, and they asked Vice President Kamala Harris tough questions because she was not scared to do it. By the way, Vice President Kamala Harris is out with an ad showing how strong she is and weak Donald Trump is, because all of this to me just reeks of weakness. Take a look at this, and it shows what Donald Trump did during that first CBS interview where he walked out of it back in 2020. Remember that? Here, play this. Strong versus weak, it's called. Let's play this.
Are you ready for some tough questions?
You're going to be fair.
But you're okay with some tough questions?
No, I'm not.
Why didn't your administration take those steps in 2021?
The first bill we proposed to Congress was to fix our broken immigration system. It was not taken up. A bipartisan group of members of the United States Senate, including one of the most conservative members of the United States Senate, got together, came up with a border security bill. Donald Trump got word, so he told his buddies in Congress, kill the bill, don't let it move forward.
But no, your first question was, this is going to be tough questions.
Would you meet with President Vladimir Putin to negotiate a solution to the war in Ukraine?
Not bilaterally without Ukraine, no. Ukraine must have a say in the future of Ukraine.
I think we have enough of an interview here, Hope. Okay, that's enough. Let's go.
If he is not going to give your viewers the ability to have a meaningful, thoughtful conversation, question and answer with you, then watch his rallies. You're going to hear conversations that are about himself and all of his personal grievances. And what you will not hear is anything about you, the listener.
So we're waiting for an apology. They want to do it again. I'll do it again, but they got to don't you think I should make them apologize?
As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, writes, Trump now threatens the broadcast license of another media company, this time CBS and 60 Minutes. He has now threatened to go after NBC, ABC, and CBS if elected, while each of those networks continues to treat him as a sane and normal candidate. Like, even those networks who are being threatened by Donald Trump are like, well, you know, on the one hand, you got Donald Trump conservative and you got Vice President Kamala Harris a liberal, which is just not an accurate framing anymore. But again, there's another post that Donald Trump made. And again, as I said, it was post after post. I've never seen this before, but the producers of 60 Minutes sliced and diced, cut and pasted Lion Kamala's answers to questions, which were virtually incoherent over and over again, some by as many as 4 times in a single sentence of thought, all in an effort possibly illegal as part of the news division, which must be licensed to make her look more presidential or at least better, and may also be a major campaign violation. This is a stain on the reputation of 60 Minutes, whining over and over again. Now, you'll recall that it was just last month Donald Trump threatened to shut down Google. He says, it's been determined that Google has illegally used a system of only revealing and displaying bad stories about Donald Trump, some made up for the purpose, while at the same time only revealing good stories about Comrade Kamala Harris. This is an illegal activity, and hopefully the Justice Department will criminally prosecute them for this blatant interference of the election. If not, and subject to the laws of our country, I will request their prosecution at the maximum levels when I win the election and become president of the United States. He's threatening to throw Google in jail, throw Google executives and employees in jail, because when people search Donald Trump, they have negative things that are coming on. I mean, that's what he's talking about right here? Let me show you this post. This is what he says over here as well. He goes, they are almost all dishonest and corrupt, but Comcast, with its one-sided and vicious coverage by NBC News, and in particular MSNBC, often and correctly referred to as MSDNC, Democrat National Committee, should be investigated for its country-threatening treason. So there you see him going after NBC. Again, also, as you look at the other posts on Donald Trump's social media site, that Truth Social, I mean, you have things like this with like this weird MAGA sneaker with like newly released Trump MAGA shoes, flash sale today for Truth Social users. Now, one of the reasons Donald Trump is likely freaking out is that these interviews are having an impact on Donald Trump's polling. If you look just even, for example, if you want some like good signs with real strong data, look at specific congressional races and congressional districts, which tell a big story right here. Like Pennsylvania's 7th congressional district, where Vice President Kamala Harris is leading by 3. Bob Casey is up by 6. And the Democratic candidate for Congress is up by 6 as well. If this holds, Harris would win statewide, and I think actually bigger than any of the other polls are saying right now. Here is another one right here from YouGov right here. Harris is up by 2 in this YouGov poll in Pennsylvania right here. Take a look at it right there. Also, if you take a look at the 2024 general election votes cast so far, take a look at this right here. Democrats have in Pennsylvania cast 238,000 votes so far. The GOP about 76,000. Independents 29,000. That's one of the biggest leads right now. I mean, in terms of getting a buffer right there. Also, as Carl Quintanilla posts, it's an exclusive that he got. Harris reverses Trump's leads in the suburbs among middle-class voters. This is from a Reuters Ipsos poll. Harris is up 47-41 among suburban voters. That's 9 points better than Biden. And I think that's big right there. Here's what Governor Walz said when he was in Arizona yesterday. Let's play it.
You remember when Republicans were a party of freedom, real freedom. You can't tell me that John McCain would be okay with a former president calling Vladimir Putin like a buddy every week. That or telling Vladimir Putin, do whatever the hell you want in Ukraine, a democratic ally. That's not the party of McCain nor Reagan, I'll guarantee you that. And I'll tell you what it's not either. This group with Donald Trump, when they mean freedom, they mean that they should be free to invade your exam room, to invade your school library, to invade your bedroom, and have government be just small enough to be in every damn part of your life that they shouldn't be. Look.
And on the other hand, here's what Donald Trump said about Mitt Romney. Let's play it.
I mean, I think stupid Mitt Romney was at like 4% or something. How about him? How do you like having him as a partner? Mitt Romney, what are we glad we're getting him the hell out of here?
Yesterday, Donald Trump said this about the wind.
Go over some of those beautiful windmills. They're falling down, by the way. They're all over the place. They're all over the place. That gorgeous, beautiful Pennsylvania countryside. They got these big, ugly suckers hanging down. They're rusting and rotting. Half of them weren't spinning, and the ones that were going so slow. They were going, it's not too windy, but, you know, they're going like slow. The other ones were just dead, but they're all rusting and disgusting looking. And then, you know, the environmentalists say that it's also, very importantly, the most expensive form of energy there is. You cannot get more expensive. The wind, it sounds so wonderful. The wind is bullshit. I'll tell you, it's horrible. So expensive. It's just too expensive. It doesn't work. All of that to do, you know, 1/10 of 1%. I mean, the whole thing is crazy. You remember when I used to say, darling, I want to watch our president tonight on television. And the husband looks, I'm sorry, dear. The windmills aren't wind. There's no wind tonight. You can't watch, darling. We're not going to be watching tonight. Maybe we'll catch him another time. No, we have to be careful.
Donald Trump said this about women.
And the women are going to like Trump. I think they like me anyway. I think it's all bullshit, you know? They make it up.
And here, seemingly, Donald Trump is talking about himself. Let's play it.
Refuse to mention his name. You know what? Politics can do strange things to demented people.
And then finally, here is a video that we made at the MeidasTouch network showing even Donald Trump's best people say you should not support him for a second term. Let's play it.
If you like Trump's NFTs,
A great Christmas gift.
then you'll love the I Know the Best People pack of digital trading cards.
We've got the best people.
I know the best people.
I have the best people.
That's right. And this top-tier talent refuses to support Trump for a second term.
We worked with him, we knew him, and we are telling you, America, this man is unfit to be president. And a second term would be more dangerous than a first.
These people know what he was really like as president, and they're from every corner of the government. Cabinet members,
I have a lot of concerns about Donald Trump. I have said that he's a threat to democracy.
trusted advisors,
He will always put his own interests and his own ego ahead of everything else.
intelligence officials,
It appalls me that he could be elected president again.
White House staff,
A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for a fascist government.
military leaders,
We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant.
the vice president,
Anyone who asks someone else to put them over the Constitution should never be president of the United States again.
and the pack keeps getting bigger. So for the cost of one vote this November, you'll get bodily autonomy, a president who isn't a convicted felon, the American system of government, free and fair elections, first gentleman named Doug, and so much more. Never have there been so many defectors from a single administration. So if you want to be one of Trump's best people, don't support him for a second term.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers together.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram at MeidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.